Secretary of State John Kerry had to cut short a four-nation trip today after breaking his leg in a bicycle crash in France. We get more now from our State Department correspondent, Margaret Brennan. Margaret, we know the Secretary likes to go on these long bike rides both domestically and overseas. What happened here?
Well, today, Secretary Kerry broke his right thigh bone after he hit a curb and took a tumble. We know he was stabilized and flown by helicopter to the main hospital in Geneva. And the State Department says he was wearing a helmet. He didn't lose consciousness. They don't think these injuries are life-threatening. But we know this type of bone fracture often requires surgery. The concern is that this injury is nearby the same hip Kerry had replaced 6 years ago, and that's why he's flying back via medical transport to Boston to be examined by his surgeon.
The Secretary has a rather jammed schedule here coming up in the coming days and weeks, so what happens next?
Big question. We know the injury is going to, at a minimum, seriously impede his very intense travel schedule. He already canceled a trip to Madrid and to Paris to meet with the Iraqi Prime Minister about the fight against ISIS. There's some really high-level diplomacy scheduled for this month, including the reopening of the U.S. Embassy in Cuba. And he is staring down a June 30th deadline to finalize the fine print of a nuclear deal with Iran. Now, the White House says Kerry can negotiate while he recovers, but if surgery is required, it might inhibit those plans.
Margaret Brennan, thank you very much.